Hello, it is me again, the Theatric Dyspraxic, coming to you from my bedroom in my apartment. It is October the 26th, I believe, 2019. It's been a while since I've made a video. My last video was just sort of an update, and seeing how things have, changed a little bit since then, decided to make another one. Now this is sort of an impromptu update video. I decided to just go ahead and just start filming and just start talking. I don't intend for this to be a very long video, because in about an hour I'm going to be leaving to do a show. I don't remember if I talked about it at all in my last video, but I was cast in a production of The Sunshine Boys. I play a very, very small part. I play Eddie, the stage manager, or stagehand, or whatever. I have a very, very small part. I only have one scene. So, it hasn't been the best acting experience, because most of it has just been waiting around and waiting to go on. And also, the show also stars the same person who directed me earlier this year in 12 Angry Jurors, who I had the issue with. So things have been kind of awkward between him and I. And, there's not really much to say about that. It's a really small part. We're in our second weekend currently. And after that, I'm not really in any other shows coming up, So what's been going on since then? Well, last time I made a video, I did not have a job. And I don't remember if I was looking for one at that time, or if or if I was still sort of on my little break. But I did eventually get one. I've been basically applying to all sorts of places around town in my area. And man, this is already a very dull video. I've just been applying to places all around, and I had a few interviews for a few places, but I never really heard back from really any of them. So as sort of a last resort, I decided to contact my old boss at Schlossky's, which is a restaurant that I used to work at. Worked at two different ones in the past, and I just basically, called him and said, things haven't been going well financially. I need a job. I need to make some income. And he basically allowed me to start working there. So that's sort of where I am for the time being. It obviously was not my first choice. I, would rather be working somewhere else, but this is sort of going to have to do for now. Things have not been going well. I wish that I could say differently. I hate to always address these videos in such a bummer fashion, and just be sort of a killjoy and a downer. But I haven't been in a good place. And financially, I found out last week that I completely ran out of money. Completely. No money whatsoever. And not even for food. My brother basically had to give me money for food. And I had a manager who was allowing me to sort of use his manager discount to eat for free, just so I could eat lunch. But that manager apparently, from what I've been told, he's been fired. Not for something unrelated, but he's been fired apparently. So I don't know what I'm going to do about lunch. I'm probably just not going to be able to eat lunch for a while. And whenever I found out I had no money, I still had about 2 weeks. It was pay. I wasn't supposed to get paid until the next pay period, which was going to be 2 weeks later. So I don't get my first paycheck until next Friday. So, haha, wonderful. And so and I hate the job. Just to be frank, I hate the job. I knew I was gonna hate it. I'm already sick of it. I hate going in every day. And whenever you hate your job, you really hate your job. Like you just come home and you're just exhausted, and you just I have a headache right now, and I don't even want to go to the show tonight, but I have to. Just I have to wait around in the green room just you know for my scene to happen, which is halfway into the show, and then I gotta wait around even more for curtain call. So, ooh, such such big opportunities. I had an interview the other day for Bed Bath and Beyond. Um, so I did that interview and it went well, and I have a second interview on Monday for Bed Bath and Beyond with the main manager. So hopefully that goes better, but there's no telling what the pay will be if I even get it. A lot of places I've interviewed for, and they're like, "We'll let you know." Never called me, and then I called them, and they're like, "Oh, well, I'm the main manager. We'll get back to you." Nothing. Heard absolutely nothing. They can't even have the courtesy to deny me the job over the phone. They can't even let me know that I didn't get it, which I think is just bullshit, but fuck it, whatever. I don't know, yeah. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. Things, things don't ever seem to go right for me. And I think it's safe to say that in my 25 years on this earth, I've certainly failed at life, and I've certainly failed at everything. And I think the only thing sort of keeping me together right now is this book that I'm writing. And I don't even know why, because I don't have expectations for it. I don't think people are really going to be that interested in reading it. Um, but in a way, I'm not really writing it for that. I'm kind of writing it for me, and writing it for maybe other people, so that people can kind of understand why I am the way that I am, why I always seem to be unhappy, why I have such a poor self-image, and why I just you know have become the person I've become, and I hate the person that I've become. I used to be so cheerful. I used to be so optimistic and confident. And now I don't even know if I could ever feel that way again. Uh, it's hard for me to believe in myself now. That being said, I think the book is turning out well. Um, I made a lot of progress on it. I've been writing it virtually almost every day if I get a chance. Um, Worked on it a bit yesterday. Was gonna work on some tonight if I can. Um, and still a lot of editing left to do. Still a lot of writing left to do. Still, I gotta end the thing, and I don't know how long it's gonna end up being. There's gonna be a lot of cuts to be made. I already made a lot of cuts already. But I enjoy it. I enjoy writing it. I enjoy revising it. What's funny is that whenever I hear myself talk right now, I feel very throaty, if that makes sense. Like whenever I hear my own voice as I talk, I feel like a lot of it's coming from my throat. But whenever I actually hear my own voice, like on camera or recorded in some fashion, it's so nasally, so nasally, and I don't understand why. I just have a very, very nasally voice. It used to I mean, you know, it always made me feel self-conscious, and I still don't like it, but, I mean, whatever. I'm used to it by now. And, unless I'm acting, I feel like if I'm acting, I can manipulate my voice. But whenever I'm just talking, I just talk in this strange way. At least I feel like it's a strange way. Anyway, I don't know why I pointed that out. Writing this book, I've learned a lot about myself. It doesn't necessarily make it better, but it makes it, it lessens the confusion. I think I've learned sort of why I became this person that I am. I wish I could believe in myself. Things would be so much better and easier if I did. I mean, I still have dyspraxia, and it would still affect my life. I reconnected with my sister. We had been kind of estranged for a few months, since about April. And then, the way that we reconnected was very strange. Because we reconnected through basically my ex, who's a psycho. And for some reason, despite everything, and the things, our breakup was horrible. It was not amicable. It was not. She broke up with me at the height of our relationship. She broke up with me through text, which I thought was unfair, And then she basically threatened to file a restraining order against me, which, I mean, basically she did threaten to file a restraining order against me, but there was no reason for that, because it wasn't like I was threatening her. It wasn't like I had left some stuff at her apartment, and she threw that stuff out without consulting me after we broke up, and well, I ended up saying some things that I don't regret saying, because she deserved them and they were true. But they were very harsh. But again, she deserved them, and I don't, whatever people say, I'm not going to change my mind about that she did deserve, to be told those things. But for some reason, despite how chaotic everything, for some reason she reached out to my twin sister and basically tried to befriend her, saying, "I want to hang out with you. I want you to smoke weed with me." For some reason, and she hearts everything she posts on Facebook, and it's fucking weird, man. Isn't that creepy? Don't you find that kind of stuff creepy? I do. I mean, who does that? Who reconnects with their ex's twin, and tries to befriend them despite having a horrible relationship with that ex? Well, what does she intend to get out of it? What if they became friends? We would end up inevitably crossing paths. Luckily, I talked to my sister about it, and after telling her, what's up, she was sort of like, yeah, I don't really feel like being friends with her now. Well, I need to pee. I wish I had more social skills. I wish I had more of a on-camera presence, other than act. I mean, I can fake it through a character, but I'm me right now. This is me. Very kind of monotonous and low energy, and I mean, if I'm interacting with other people, then I might put on a little dance and start singing and be like, yeah, all right, whatever, crack some jokes, But this is pretty much me in my my natural state. I'm just gonna get up, walk around my apartment. The lighting's a bit weird. Let me turn on some lights. Turn on the lamp or whatever. Okay, what's going on? Ugh. God, turn on this. What the fuck? Turn on this goddamn light. There we go. I say goddamn a lot. This is my apartment. It's a mess. I'm not a very clean. I'm not a very. I don't. Well, I'm not good at cleaning up. Basically, I look so fat. I am so fat. Oh well. Oh, this thing is already about to fucking die. Okay. What else is there to say? I don't know. You know, the other night I was feeling really down and there was a lot of things I wanted to say, but now I just don't feel like saying anything. It's just the usual stuff, you know. Hate myself, hate my life, don't have friends. Romance is not even something that I'm even considering, you know. Girls don't like me. Why should they? I'm not really a good person. I have a shitty personality. I'm not very good looking. I'm balding. So, I'm 25 years old and I look about 45. I know what people say. You're too hard on yourself. But I think I deserve everything that I say. And it's hard for me. It's hard for me after all these years of just being treated like shit by just everybody and just being... just years of humiliation. People don't, you know, even now, the so-called friends that I have, they still don't let me live it down, you know, any embarrassing moment. They gotta point it out all the time. You know, and it's just funny. It's funny because it's not happening to them. It's happening to me. And I'm the guy that always embarrasses himself. And the fact of the matter is I don't want to be that fucking guy anymore. I don't want to be just a fucking, you know, fool. And just, who just embarrasses himself. I embarrass myself every day. Embarrass myself every single day of my life. And I just get so tired of it. I just get so fucking tired of it. Nobody likes me. I mean, God, I sound like one of those guys. Nobody likes me. But it's true. It's true. Nobody likes me. Nobody cares about me. I mean, obviously people care about me, but, you know, they either are just like, oh my God, Brandon, stop bitching all the time. Or they're just like, no, you know, take pity on me. I don't want either one of those things. But then again, I get what I get. I act like a fucking sad sack. People are going to feel sorry for me. It's not going to help anything. But at the same time, at this point in my life, it doesn't do any good to do anything else. I mean, I've tried for a long time to be a better person and to enjoy myself and to enjoy my life. I've tried to love myself. That's never going to happen. I tried to feel confident. You know, rarely do I feel confident. Nobody understands me. And maybe, what the fuck is that noise? Maybe if I got this book published, maybe people would, you know, start to understand a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. This book will probably be the best thing that I've ever done. And the biggest accomplishment I've ever made in my life. Whether it gets published or not, it probably won't. But if it does, great. But either way, I didn't really accomplish anything in life. You know I'm 25, I'm still young, but I'm such a fucked up guy now. Just with everything, it's like I just don't see any way of it getting better. I'm probably gonna have to end up moving back in with my parents. And I hate to be a burden on them because, you know, I'm a disappointment to them. I don't know. You know, sometimes I wish I had the courage to just... But I don't. I walk down the street and I see cars coming by and it's like, what's keeping me from jumping in front of them? I mean, I don't want to fuck anybody else's life up. I think that's what it is. Plus, I don't know. It's a terrifying thought. Look at my eyes. Look at my face. Look at all these fucking... Oh, I'm so fucking ugly. My nose, nostrils, my eyebrows. I tried to do something about my eyebrows. Ended up having to shave them off. Can't imagine how ugly I looked. I don't know. I wish I could say something good. I really wish I could say something positive. I really wish. I really do. The only positive thing I could say is that I'm still writing. I'm still writing that book. And I hope that, you know, somebody, maybe somebody will want to read it or have any interest in reading it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. This video is running on too long. I know it's not really gonna, it's not really gonna get any views. No one's gonna. There's maybe like one person who watches some of my videos who might have any desire to, to see what's going on in my life. Well, this is it. Just back in the shit, hating it more and more. I think it would be great if one day I was able to look back at these videos and just think about, wow, things have gotten so much better. And they have. But I hope that they get better than this. So at least there's that. At least there's a little bit of hope. I'm planning on making some more videos. I'm gonna try and make some videos that are more lighthearted. I have these ideas of doing just sort of like performance videos. I know a few monologues. So I was thinking about doing some videos where I perform those monologues. If you want to see those, then let me know. I hope that, let me know in the comments if you're watching this and you want to, if you made it to this point. Let me know if you want to hear me, see some more of my acting. I'd love to do, that's the one thing I love doing that. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always open to questions. Other than that, that's it. Signing off as the Theatric Dyspraxic. Alright. Bye-bye.